Good afternoon and welcome to the National Basketball Performance Centre here in Manchester. We're getting ready for some WBBL action as we've got the Manchester Mystics taking on the Leicester Riders in today's action. I'm Caroline Bullock and I'll be with you throughout the game. And Adam Masters will be dropping in and out as he's giving us a hand on the camera today. So both teams looking a little bit different to the teams that we saw last season. We've had a bit of turnover. And this Leicester Riders team are a team that people are very excited about watching this season, especially with the return of Ashley Arlen. So that's going to be exciting to watch. Some new faces in Manchester as well, as we can see how the two teams match up. Only one game played so far this season. Leicester going 1-0 in that win against Essex last week, 82-50. And they were led by Ashley Arlen. She had 25 points and 11 rebounds in only 27 minutes of play. So definitely a player to watch. She's had a fantastic career today. League MVP, Cup Final MVP with Nottingham in the WBBL a few years ago. Played in Sweden most recently under coach Krumesh Patel with the Riders now. So that connection's always going to be a good one. And the Mystics, they lost their opening game to Cardiff last week, 74-60. They were led by Abby Nehus, 17 points and 9 rebounds, made it onto the All-Star 5 bench for the WBBL. And Leah McDermott had 14 points, 5 rebounds and 2 assists in that game. So looking at the starting fives, for the Mystics, we have Shay Sanchez, Sam Keltos, Claire Abbott, Abby Nehus and Leah McDermott. And for the Riders, we've got Hannah Robb, Oleana Squires, Kirsty Brown, Ashley Arlen and Mackenzie Johnston. So in for an exciting matchup today. And just a few seconds away from tip-off. We'll get things underway.
Just want to say a warm welcome back to you, Kaz. Been travelling around the world. How many games have you seen in the past couple of weeks?
I've watched 20 basketball games live, 2 on TV.
Now that is commitment. That is commitment. We missed you and we thank you for the help you gave us from Australia, from the World Cup. It feels like a bit of normalcy has been resolved. Now you're back. Feeling it?
I am. It was fun watching all the way from Australia, watching the game last week. But yeah, I won't say I'm pleased to be back off my holiday, but I'm pleased to be back here in Manchester, watching some basketball, watching the Mystics and the Riders. So teams making their way onto court. And this will be the Mystics' second home game of the season. Not going to be back at home till the end of the month after this one. So it's going to be Keltos and Brown for the jump. As we're just waiting to, I think we're just ironing some things out before we get started.
Yeah, a couple of last minute discussions over at the scorers table. But yeah, very much a new look Mystics team, Kaz. What did you make of the first game?
Yeah, I think we saw some positives, didn't we? We saw, it's a young team. It's a lot younger than maybe we've seen in the last couple of seasons. Not too many returning players. We've just got Vanessa, really. I think Vanessa Accra and a couple of, Holly Bryan has played before. Jo Voliotis was here. Just checking the picture is okay. with everyone. It looks like we might have a little bit of an issue with the picture. Okay, so still waiting for tip-off. I don't know if you've seen what seems to be going on, but there's just some discussion from the rest table, stats table. Probably just getting some things cleared up.
Well, not sure. Maybe Lino's makeup trailer is running a bit late today, and he wants to look his game best. But no, he's smiling now. I think we're underway.
Okay, so Keltos and Brown for the tip. As ball is up, and it'll be into the hands of the Mystics for the first possession of the game. It'll be Keltos. Hands it off to Abbott. He looks to drive inside, spins. Oh, she's blocked on that one. Rob grabs it. And it's going to be Johnston with the ball for the Riders. And that's just knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Riders. As Johnson looks to inbound. Passes to Rob. Brown hands it off. 4 on the shot clock. Shot's up. That one's no good. Leicester get the rebound. Rob looking to pass out. Brown's there inside and powers away in, but can't get that one to drop. And that's going to go Mystics' way. As McDermott inbounds over to Keltos. And Liam McDermott, a player that we saw last season with the London Lions in their unbeaten season. And super impressive team to watch. Keltos gets it inside, goes up, off the glass. That one's not going to fall. Harlan against Keltos. Hands it off to Rob. Rob's a dangerous three-point shooter. We've seen her do that before. Steps inside and gets the basket. That's going to be first 2 points on the board to Leicester. So 2-0 lead, 8:19 left to go in the first. And ball's out of bounds. We're just going to sort the scoreboard out for you.
And it's going to be a Mystics inbounds. Shay Sanchez is going to take the inbound because she couldn't play last week due to some FIBA regulations, but she is now back on the floor for the Mystics. Oh, nice move inside. McDermott hangs off the glass, doesn't go. Keltos took a bit of a hit there under the basket. But she's okay, and that'll be a Leicester ball. Harlan inbounds to Johnson. Four nothing Riders lead. First quarter action here from Bellevue. The Mystics defense doing a good job there. Keltos nearly came up with it. Keltos comes up with it the second time. Great defense from Keltos there. Mystics locking down. It's a shot clock violation. That's great defense from the Mystics. Keltos right at the heart of it there. Denied Leicester twice. And forced the turnover. Lee is going to inbound. Rabbit hands it back off to McDermott. And now the Riders are locking down on defence. They forced the turnover. Nice transition pass there. Doesn't go. The Mystics did just enough. Leah McDermott in Harlan's face there. Did just enough to put her off balance. She picks up the foul. Harlan will shoot two. The second one doesn't go either. Leah McDermott comes up with it. She looks to move the ball quickly down court. Sanchez gives it off to Keltos. She goes inside, kicks out to Claire Abbott. Abbott finds Keltos again. Shea Sanchez wide open on the wing there. Puts up the three, doesn't go. Some good defense from both teams in this first quarter. Doesn't go. Sanchez comes up with it. She's on her own. Steps back out. Oh, nice spin move. Oh, and one. The free throw doesn't fall. It'll be a Leicester ball. Looking for an option. 3 points goes up, doesn't go. Big rebound from the Mystics there. Sanchez. Claire Abbott controls the ball at the top of the 3-point line. She needs an option. Shot clock running down at 7. 3-pointer coming in. Money. Shea gets her first bucket as a Mystic. And steps right up on defense. Full court press coming in from the Mystics there. This Mystic defense sure doing a good job on the Riders today. Hangs, shoots, doesn't go. McDermott. Riders inbounds. Oh, strong move into the basket there. Now Hughes says, no, I don't think so. Liam McDermott comes up with it. Into the ball game for the Riders, Beth Sarson. New member of the Riders roster this year, Liam McDermott. Gives the Mystics a 5-4 lead. As we come up on 4 minutes left in the first. Pretty low scoring game so far. There's been some great defense from both teams. (7-6) Mystics. And McDermott calls the play. Kelsos comes up with it. Hannah Robb quick in transition. She's one-on-one with Sanchez. Oh, strong move from Hannah Robb. She's gassed. She saw that she had a one-on-one scenario. She was chased down by Shay Sanchez, and she said, I'm going to take you on, Shay. She drew the foul. She's going to go to the line to shoot one. Substitution for the Mystics. Vanessa Acra sees her first action of the day. Rob makes it count. 3-point play. Substitution coming in for Leicester. Full court press coming in from Leicester. Keltas gives it back off to Leah McDermott. Gives it out to Sanchez. Sarson all over Sanchez there. Ball stripped from Leicester. Nine 7 Riders, 3:15 left in the first. Squires will shoot from the free throw line. He makes the first. Well, I thought there was a technical foul called there. I'm not sure who was on, but Squires at the line on her own. Makes the second. Claire Abbott back in the ball game. Inbound ball, Mystics right in front of us here. Beth Sarson's going to inbound for the Riders. It's after Yates. Once again, great defense from Keltas. On a defensive mission today is Keltas. Mystics ball, Sanchez runs the floor, kicks it out. Beautiful pass out to Vanessa Acra. Acra drove hard, she drew the contact. She'll go to the line. I've seen the game of Vanessa Acra change so many times over the years. She still is that tough player. She's had a little offense to her game. She was spotting up hitting shots last week, as well as doing a normal job that Vanessa Acra does. Out and out hustler. She'll shoot two. First one's good. 11-8 missed Riders. Second one doesn't go. Rabbit comes up with the rebound. Shea puts up another three, doesn't go. Riders come up with it. Sarson thought about the shot, but then put it into the high post. Drops to the Riders. That'll be a 13-8 lead for Leicester. Up on 2:30 left in the first here at Bellevue. Claire Abbott inside to Vanessa Acra, doesn't go. She's stripped. Once again, it's Leicester transition play. They're quick. And once again, Keltas Takes a big hit to the face there. She's one tough cookie. She goes down. She's okay. Maybe just slightly stunned there. And we have a timeout called. Well, I'll hand you back over to Kaz. Because for the past couple of minutes I've been doing an octopus impression while Kaz sorts some of the software out. Kaz, back over to you.
Thanks, Ads. So apologies, everyone. Our scoreboard has stopped working. So we'll keep getting you updated with the score. We'll try to resolve it at half time. But hopefully you can see it on the stream as well. Currently it is 13-8 to the Riders with 2 minutes 18 left to go in the first quarter. Leading the way so far for the Riders, Hannah Robb with 5 points. And Shay Sanchez with 3 for the Mystics. So a big shout out to everyone watching WBBL review. Mark, you got to get down here one day. We're looking forward to seeing you down here. Courtsider as well, doing some great stuff in the British basketball community. So Accra gets it over the line. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds, going to go back with the Riders. So Fee to inbound. Her first game with the Riders, new signing from the States. Squires drives inside and drops that one in. Great basket from Squires. Gives the Riders a 15-8 lead with just under 2 minutes to go. Sanchez. Passes inside. Gets it back over to Accra. Accra drives, scoop layup and doesn't go. Rebound Riders. Squires looks like she's going to drive, kicks it out to Eatsford Yates. And that is going to be a foul call on the Mystics. It's going to be foul number 1 on Vanessa Accra. 4th team foul for the Mystics, so sideline Riders ball. Riders with a 7-point lead, just under a minute and a half to go in the first. Johnston kicks it down. 3 is up and spins out, no good. Rebound Mystics. Dagan. And has it stripped. That is going to be, jump ball. Going to be a jump ball, so possession is with the Riders. And Johnston bringing the ball up. Got it by a day again. Johnston working away inside. Kicks it to the shoulder. Fee hands it off. And it's Sarson with a great pass inside. And 2 more points for the Riders. Accra to Adagan. .12 on the shot clock. Accra drives, gets away inside. She's blocked by Arlen. Ball's going to stay with the Mystics. And that's just the impact that Ashley Arlen has on the game. She can just do a bit of everything. She can score, she can rebound, she can block. She's such a great all-round player, and it's great to see her back in the league as well, isn't it, Adam?
Well, for sure. Anytime you get someone like that back on a WBBL floor, you got to be happy.
As Accra gets the ball, long 2. That one doesn't go into the hands of the Riders. Johnston with 18 on the game, 15 on the shot clock. Sarsen inside, and we've got a offensive foul call against the Riders, so that's going to give the Mystics the last possession of the quarter with 8.6 to go. So Sanchez with the inbound. To Akra, Sanchez gets it back, Adegan. Nihus, 2 seconds to go, needs to get something up. Nihus underneath, and that's going to be end of the quarter. 17 to the Leicester Riders, 8 to the Manchester Mystics. Hannah Robb leading all scorers with 5 points, followed by Oleana Squires on 4 for the Riders, and Shay Sanchez with 3 for the Mystics.
Yeah, I mean, the scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect just how good the Mystics' defence was there at certain points in the first quarter. Keltos doing a great job just shutting people down as they were coming into the paint. Looks like a player that's going to be prepared to put herself on the line week in, week out. Tough player.
And that's, you know, that's something that we've been used to seeing from this Mystics team. The likes of Rianne Bailey, we see Vanessa Akra do it. Players that can just, you know, take charges, take those tough hits.
Well, that's what you need. I mean, I'm always saying that the WBBL is a tough league, and forever saying a ridiculous myth that basketball's a non-contact sport. Well, hey, get down to your local WBBL team and they'll prove otherwise. But yeah, definitely Mystics always seem to have those players that are willing to get down and dirty, do whatever needs to be done. Vanessa been here a number of years now, but it certainly looks like Keltos is going to be a tough player in the paint for the Mystics this year. So, second quarter action coming up here from the National Basketball Performance Centre in Bellevue. Looks like Riders are going to go with the same 5. Coach happy with what they saw in the first period there.
So, scoreboard's back. And I like Courtside's suggestion of the piece of paper, but I'm going to go with the electronic one, if that's all right. So 17-8, Riders lead, second quarter about to get underway. We've got Abbott to inbound for the Mystics. So Mystics with a bit of work to do going into the second quarter. McDermott. Drives, kicks it out. Abbott's there for 3. Shots up, doesn't go. Rebound Mystics. Great job by Niehaus underneath, and can't get that one to fall. It's unlucky for Manchester on that play. You do the hard work to get the offensive board, but doesn't drop in when you put it back in. Johnston hands it off. 3's up for the Riders, doesn't go. And Kelsos pulls the ball down, hands it off to McDermott. Sanchez going against Robb. She works off the screen. Keltos is there, but Sanchez drives all the way. She's going to get the foul call, and she's going to head to the line. And that's going to be foul number 1 on Hannah Robb. Sporting a bit of a shiner today is Hannah Robb.
Yeah, I saw it on Instagram this week. They posted a team. I think it was Beth Sarsen posted a team picture, and yeah, a right old shiner there. But of course, Hannah Robb's had a busy summer as well, right?
Yeah, Commonwealth Games 3x3 for Scotland as Sanchez nails the first free throw. And goes 2 for 2 from the line, brings the Mystics back within 7. Johnston against Sanchez. Johnston driving baseline, she's got space and Squires' shot is up, and that is good. Oleana Squires with a 3. And turnover Mystics. Squires gets the ball back. And nice pass over to Rob from Squires. There's a bit of a no look there as 3 is down for the Riders again. They're draining them from 3 today. I think that's something the Mystics struggled a little bit last week, Adam, the 3-point shooting.
Yeah, I mean, Mystics have always had a good team of shooters from the outside. I know some of these can shoot from out there too, but they just haven't quite got it going yet, but this time.
As ball's knocked away, gonna be Riders' ball, but Mystics able to slow down that fast break a bit there, something that they're gonna need to do to stop the lead getting too far away from them. Great pass to Squires underneath the basket. Reverse doesn't go. Sanchez grabs the ball, hands it over to McDermott. Keltos is there underneath and lays it in. Takes the Mystics to 12. Just under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. Rob hands off to Squires. Johnston against McDermott. She's going all the way. Scoop layup, doesn't drop, but she's going to get the foul call, so she's going to head to the line.
Some similarities. Sam Keltos is really impressed with her today and last week. She kind of reminds me a little bit of Sam Roscoe in the way that she moves around underneath the basket there. She's certainly got that toughness. I think she's going to be a key player for this Mystics team this year, Kaz.
Yeah, definitely, and a player that that's going to crash those boards, grab those rebounds. Now you say it, I see that. There's definitely
similarities in game there.
As 1 or 2 from the line for the Riders. McDermott against Rob. Over to Keltos. Hands it off to Abbott. Sanchez. Mystics moving the ball round outside. Inside to Nehus. 6 on the shot clock. Going to need to get something off. Abbott nearly loses it. Keeps control. 2-1. Abbott puts a shot up. And that is no good. Shot clock violation. Riders ball. And, just off the hands of Squires on that one. So Mystics get a bit lucky there. Shot clock violation, but they managed to turn it into a turnover and keep the ball. So get another chance to cut into this lead. And knocked out by Riders, but again, going to stay with the Mystics. Abbott to McDermott. And foul call on the Riders. Oh, apologies, that's a foul call on the Mystics. That's going to be on number 1, Sam Keltos. Didn't catch that, must have been a bit of a hard screen, I think. That's her first foul, second team foul on the Mystics. So ball back with the Riders. Johnston controlling things. To Arlen. Hands it over to Squires, still about the 3. Gets it back inside to Arlen, and a big block from Sam Keltos. There, or was that Abby?
No, once again it was Keltos.
No, it was Sam,
yeah. Well, she's going to wake after this game, but somebody you like to see, a player that's willing to do that kind of stuff. So
timeout as the teams talk things over. Riders with a 12-point lead with 6:56 to go in the second quarter. We've got Oleana Squires on 7 points for the Riders and Shay Sanchez with 5 for the Mystics. And thanks to Megan for the pronunciation for Abby's name. So we've got Abby Nehus. Let me know if that's right. We've got Nihu's in the comments. And teams are coming back on court. So Mystics with some work to do in this second quarter. 12-point deficit as we've got sideline ball for the Riders. As Dwyer puts up a shot, that one doesn't go. And jump ball, we're going to stay with the Riders. As we've got a substitution. Emma Fee comes in. Rob swings it round to Johnston. Arlen with the 3, and that one's not going to go. Sanchez grabs a rebound from Manchester. Keltos is there. Going to slow it down a little bit. Just reset, hands it off to McDermott. Abbott, back to McDermott. 3 is up, and that is no good. Riders with the rebound. And fouls on Claire Abbott, her first for the Mystics. Eadsford Yates controls things for the Riders. Hands it over to Arlen. Eadsford Yates gets it back. 3 is up, and that is nothing but net. Jess Eadsford Yates with a big 3 for the Riders. Takes them to 27 in the ball game so far, and Jess Eadsford Yates' first points of the ball game, and a name we're familiar with in Manchester. And played sometimes WBBL for the Eagles. Nihu shots up and banks it in. Arlen with Keltos on her. Arlen drives, and she's going to get the foul call and head to the line.
Abby Nehus, another player that's last week, as the game progressed and she got more and more into it, she became a real big part of the offense. Another tough player. And it's a nice combination of bigs there with her and Keltos. You know, they've got some strong bodies there under the basket.
As first free throw is good for Leicester. And second also falls. So Accra hands off to McDermott. Back to Abbott. Abbott pulls up for 3. That one's a bit short. Riders grab the rebound. Back on the attack. Sarson. Eadsford Yates. She's got space. Swings it round the baseline. And it's going to get knocked out, but stay with Leicester. And the speed that Leicester are playing with, the pace of the game, they're controlling this so far. Fee hands it off. Eadsford Yates thought about the 3. Arlen gets it back. 1 second to shoot. Arlen's shot is up and doesn't go. But Fee grabs the rebound, so another chance on offense for the Riders. And that is nothing but net. Jasmine Graham for 3. Takes her to 5 in the ball game. As Nihus gets fouled, and she's going to head to the line. big game last week for Abby, Adam. She had 17 and 9 on the All-Star 5 bench for the WBBL. Really impressive debut.
Definitely. I mean, what Abby does is just what you've just seen there, Kaz. She's got this ability to sort of lean into the player and somehow find a way to the basket. Very, very strong. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of her at the line this year because she's just got this way of sort of drawing that contact and picking up the fouls there. So let's see if she can make this second one. She does.
So it takes Mystics to 15, Riders 32. Arlen inside. Sarsen. Great pass to Arlen. Arlen catches it. She's doubled. Kicks it out. Graham for 3. Again, back-to-back threes for Jasmine Graham. Sanchez hands it over to Accra. Accra looking inside. Abbott with the cut. McDermott thought about the 3. She pulls. And she hits that one. Edgeworth Yates over to Arlen. And you can see the pressure the Mystics are putting on Ashley Arlen. She's getting doubled almost every time. But again, that's going to leave someone open. Edgeworth Yates' pass is just lost off the fingertips there. But a great move to get to the basket inside. Just couldn't keep control of the ball on that one. As we got a timeout. So 35-18 Riders lead with 3 minutes 24 to go. Just want to give a shout out to Emily Walker, who's 14 today. Happy birthday, and thank you for watching. Thank you everyone in the comments watching. We've got Megan Norton out in Oklahoma. Must be pretty early over there.
Yeah, it's what, like 5-6 hours back in the OKC. Yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Nice little crowd here at Bellevue as well. I see some junior members of the Manchester Mystics over there in the stand. One of them indeed my daughter. Some of her teammates, Sally, Renee and Maya. But yeah, I think what the Mystics need to do now, Kaz, is patience. Last week they kind of got themselves into a similar situation, but then they started playing a little bit more patiently and they brought the lead down to I think 14 or 15 at one point. And that's what you got to do to kind of start chipping away at these big leads. So if they're going to get a couple of buckets before half time and sort of regroup at the half.
Yeah, as we said, basketball's a game of runs, isn't it? Teams go on runs. It's been the Riders for a while. Jasmine Graham leading the way there with a couple of 3-pointers. So the Mystics just need to get into a groove as Accra passes inside. It's not going to go. It's going to stay with the Mystics. So 9 on the shot clock as Oleana Squires comes back into the game. And Jasmine Graham's going to head to the bench. Leading all scorers so far with 8 points is Graham. Five on the shot clock, and that's going to be a turnover Mystics. Ball is back with the Riders. Riders doing a really good job of pressuring the ball, forcing those turnovers. As Beth Sarsen takes a seat and Mackenzie Johnston comes back into the game for Leicester. Just under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. Riders with a 17-point lead. It's going to be an offensive foul call, so Mystics will get the ball back. And that's first foul on Mackenzie Johnston. Third team foul for the Riders. So Sanchez directed things for the Mystics. Gets the ball back. Manages to keep it under control. McDermott's there. McDermott. 4 seconds to shoot. Pulls up, and that one's just short. taps her own rebound to the hands of Vanessa Acra. Sanchez is alone in the corner, drives and just loses control of that one. So Riders get the ball back. Squires pulls up for 3 and that one's no good. Sanchez with the rebound. McDermott, nice pass inside and huge block from Arlen, but Niehuis manages to finish. So takes the Mystics to 20. Johnston. And another offensive foul call on the Riders. That is on Ashley Arlen, her second. So Mystics down 15, 1:41 to go in the second. Sanchez. And foul on the Riders, team foul. So Mystics are going to head to the line, and it's going to be McDermott at the line. As first shot's no good. And second one doesn't drop either. Riders grab the rebound on that one. Oleana Squires. And little pull-up jumper. That one's not going to go. McDermott. She's got Sanchez there. She steps all the way through and she's going to get fouled on that one. Oh no, they didn't. They didn't call a foul on that one. So it's going to be an end-line ball. McDermott inbounds over to Abbott. Abbott back inside to McDermott, and they will call a foul on that one. So Leah heading back to the line. That's going to be the second foul on Oleana Squires for the Riders. First 3 throws good. And second one doesn't quite get the friendly roll. So 1 or 2 from the line for Leah McDermott. Johnston. Off the screen. That's a hard screen from Squires that McDermott took. Brown hands it off to Rob. 4 on the shot clock. Rob needs to pass it out here, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Some great defense from the Mystics there. As we've got sideline Mystics ball. Abbott. Thought about the shot, just tapped away by Brown, and Riders come up with another turnover. Sarson. Fee hands it off. Eats for Yates with a deep 3, and she nails that one. Going to take her to 6 and take the Riders to 38-21 lead over the Mystics with 22 seconds left to go in the half. So we see on the sidelines as well, helping new coach Mark Jones, we've got assistant coach Pluto Voliotis.
Yeah, Pluto, you just can't get enough of his fix of basketball. I mean, obviously it's definitely set up at the Manchester Giants now. I know that they are now practicing during the day. which doesn't necessarily fit in with Pluto's schedule. So, yeah, it's great to see Pluto on the bench, and of course his daughter Jo, very much coming through as a player with the Mystics Academy, and she's over there on the bench again today, and she did well last week. It's always a big moment for these young players getting their first WBBL experience. Of course, Jo, I think, played a little bit last year. But yeah, she hit a big shot last week, and it's amazing what hitting that first big shot can do for your confidence. Also, young Isabel Robinson, who, of course, was a warrior at Final Fours. She made her first appearance last week too, and what does she do straight away? She ends up flying around all over the floor trying to get a loose ball. So yeah, it's great to see Coach Jones playing some of these younger players, and of course Holly Bryan seems like a veteran, even though she's still young, but Holly's been around for so long now.
As back underway, 17 seconds to go in the half. Mystics with a chance to close the quarter. McDermott swings it round to Keltos. Abbott's shot is up, and that one's no good. 5 seconds left. Riders. Eadsford Yates pulls up for 3, and she nails it again. Eadsford Yates at the buzzer. What a shot.
That's a dagger going in on the half. Listen to the Leicester bench, they're gassed by that. Gives them a 20-point lead. I mean, I think the Mystics a little bit shell-shocked by a couple of calls there at the end of the half, but Leicester certainly feeling in the groove now. But it's like you said, Kaz, this is a game of runs. And if Mystics can just get on a run, 20 points in this game, as we know, it's not the end of the day. So it's a chance to regroup, get their heads together. But this is a hungry Leicester team for sure.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And they've done a fantastic job so far. They did it last week against Essex. They're a team with a statement to make, I think. So leading the way for the Riders, Jess Eadsford Yates is on 9 points in the game today, followed by Jasmine Graham on 8, and they've both been nailing threes all game. And then for the Mystics, we have we have Leah McDermott has 6 points, Abby Nihus has 7, and looking at the rebounds as well, Nihus has 6 rebounds already, so she's on her way to a double-double, 7 points, 6 rebounds. And Sanchez as well with 5 for the Mystics. So we're going to take a quick break for the half, and we'll be back with you in around 10 minutes' time. Welcome back to the National Basketball Performance Centre in Manchester. We're getting ready for the second half between the Leicester Riders and the Manchester Mystics. Riders currently have a 20-point lead, 41-21. And led by some big baskets from Jess Eastford-Yates and Jasmine Graham, who've been dropping in the threes in today's game. For the Mystics, Abby Nihus has 7 points and 6 rebounds, and Shay Sanchez has 5 points. Leah McDermott on 6. So we're about to get things underway for the second half. And big thanks to everyone watching, talking in the comments, and WBBL review. Yes, Mark, give us an exclusive on your special guest for episode 7. Mark drops his interviews, I want to say on a Tuesday, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but you can catch the interviews he's doing on his YouTube channel, doing some great work interviewing players throughout the league. And it's a really good way to get a bit of insight into, what life's like in the WBBL, what these players have done before, and make sure to check those out. So teams back on court. Mystics with a bit of work to do here in the second half, 20-point deficit. They're going to get the ball to start the quarter. As Sanchez controls things, hands it over to Keltos. She's guarded by Rob. Keltos driving, spins, turns, and I think there was a hand on that one. Blocked shot to Squires for the Riders, hands it over to Johnston. She's got McDermott on her, swings it around to Arlen. And great pass inside to Hannah Robb, who finishes with the reverse. And I think we've got a slight injury on the floor to one of the Mystics players. So team's just going to take a quick break, and that's not something that you want to see at all. So we're just going to have a quick break. So always tough when you get injuries. It's the worst part of the game, isn't it, Adam?
Yeah, it's just the part of the game that you hate more than anything. I think it's Nihus has gone down there. Ed Walsh, one of the great physios in the city, is with her. Helped up by Adam Pluto Voliotis. She looks like she's hearing a little bit. And she's going to go to the bench. She gets a round of applause, though, as she should do.
Yeah, that's going to be a loss for the Mystics if she's not going to be available for the rest of the game. So we'll see who comes off the bench for the Mystics to replace her. As we've got Vanessa Accra back in for the Mystics. So Riders ball up 43-21. As Kelsos passes inside, McDermott, guarded by Rob, tries to fade away. That works, and first points of the half for the Mystics. Arlen, guarded by Accra. Arlen's passes back to Squires. And great hands there from Shay Sanchez. Riders do get it back. And tough shot doesn't go, and Squires comes out of nowhere, grabs the rebound. So another chance on offense for the Riders. That was a great rebound by Oleana Squires. She pulls up for the long two and hits that one. And that is going to take her to 7 in the game. So 45-23 Riders, 8:43 to go in the third. As we just got a bit of a delay on court. But it will be Mystics ball when we get things back underway. So after today's game, Leicester will be facing the formidable London Lions next weekend on the 8th. Which, I mean, they're going to be a tough team this season, aren't they, the London Lions, what we've seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to want to pick up from where they left off last year. I mean, they already looked scary last week. But hey, this Leicester team's no joke. There always must be another possible contender, and if anyone's going to be it, I'd say it's going to be Leicester.
Yeah, I think they're in with a chance for a very strong season of Leicester, as Arlen intercepts that one. Over to Rob. Passes inside, and Brown can't quite finish that one. Abbott manages to get the rebound. Abbott to Accra. Harlan nearly knocks that one away again. Great D from Ashley Arlen. McDermott. She's going against Squires. Passes over to Accra. Accra with a long 2. That doesn't go. Arlen driving inside and doesn't get the layup to fall. Mystics get lucky on that one, as you don't want to give Ashley Arlen any space like that to get to the basket. Keltos fakes a 3, passes back out. Sanchez. Abbott. And can't finish that one, too strong off the glass. Squires gets it back for the Riders. Squires goes baseline and doesn't get it, but manages to get her own rebound. She's done that a couple of times. Rob with the 3, doesn't fall, into the hands of Keltos for the Mystics. And Mystics need to try and get some points on the board this quarter to cut into this lead. Accra against Arlen. Accra pulls for 3, and that one doesn't go. Riders will get the ball back. Johnston. Johnston gets it back. Swings it around. 3 seconds. 2 seconds to shoot. Squires needs to put something up. She does, and hits at the buzzer. Oleana Squires, as the shot clock winds down, nails a 3. Takes the Riders to 48. 6:30 to go in the third quarter. McDermott hands it over to Sanchez and gets it back. Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with the Mystics. As we go to substitution, we will see Joe Vorliotis and Kirsty Russell into the game for Manchester for the first time. And Fiona O'Dwyer in for the Riders as Ashley Arlen takes a seat. Having done some great work today. 4 points, 4 rebounds, couple of assists and a steal. As 3 is good for the Mystics. And you want to see that as the Mystics. You want to see some shots go in and you start to get on a bit of a roll. And just like that, we've got another offensive foul on the Riders. So ball is back with the Mystics. And that's something that you want to try and take the opportunity there, you know. Forced a turnover, hit a big 3. And you want to come back firing on this possession. So Sanchez works against Johnston. Over to Keltos. McDermott Trying to find some space. Really tough D from the Riders. Inside to Keltos. Keltos turns, spins, can't get that one to fall. Johnston with the rebound. Squires tiptoes inside. Rob manages to get the ball. She's got space, pulls up for three, and in and out. That's unlucky. And you can't give Hannah Robb an inch of daylight when she gets the ball outside the arc.
No, Hannah Robb, as we know, is a cold killer. If she sees the basket, it's going up every time. And a great shooter she is too. I just feel like the Mystics just need to maybe calm down a little bit, you know. I mean, it's just patience is the only thing that's going to get them back into this one.
Yeah, absolutely. McDermott against Robb. Russell. 9 on the shot clock, inside to Voliotis. McDermott's calling for it on the wing. Sanchez. 3 to shoot. Sanchez trying to work her way inside, and we're going to get the foul call before the end of the shot clock. So that is going to be Shea Sanchez at the line. Already hit 2 of 2 so far. And knocks down the first one. Takes her to 5 points in today's game, along with 4 rebounds. And hits the second as well. 6 points for Shea in today's game. Johnston working against Russell. Johnston with the jumper. That one doesn't go. And Squires is there. Squires is just going after all these rebounds. She's coming out of nowhere to just grab them.
Yeah, Squires is flying. I mean, she just sort of appears, like you say. You just see these arms outstretched. And she's just ripping them down for the Riders right now.
12 points, 3 rebounds for Oleana Squires. So Johnston hands it over to Fee. Passes back to Sarson. 6 on the shot clock. Squires. And her little floater doesn't go, but she looks to almost get the rebound, but it's going to stay with the Riders. Again, Squires is just after the ball on every single possession. So she will inbound. Over to O'Dwyer. And I think there was a bit of a miscommunication on that one. So it's going to go back to the Mystics. So Russell over to Sanchez. It's under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Riders with a 20-point lead. Voliotis hands it over to McDermott. Sanchez all alone for 3, puts it up, and that one doesn't go. In and out again on that one. Unlucky for Shea Sanchez. Johnston. O'Dwyer. Great D from Joe Voliotis on that play. Beth Sarson loses it, ball's loose, and we got a jump ball and stays with the Riders. I think a bit of confusion from the teams there. Yes, it is Riders' ball. So each 58s will inbound. 1.3 on the shot clock, so Riders need to get something off straight away. O'Dwyer turns, shoots, and hits it! Huge bucket from Fiona O'Dwyer. McDermott, she's bothered by Sarson. Sarson's all over her there. Russell manages to keep hold of it, and that is going to be a foul call.
Yeah, Beth was all over Liam McDermott there. Very It's a great little bout you've got going on down there.
So Sanchez to inbound, 3:26 to go, 50-28, Riders lead. Sanchez over to Keltos. Nearly loses it, keeps control. 6 on the shot clock. Sanchez powers away through and off the glass. That was a tough bucket from Shea. Johnson off the screen. Passes off to Eatsford the Eights. We've seen what she can do from 3 earlier in this game. Johnston gets it back. Eatsford the Eights for 3, and it's not going to go, but she's going to get fouled on that play. And that's tough because she's such a sharp shooter, is Eatsford the Eights. You don't want to give her any space.
Yeah, she's definitely had the hot hand today, hasn't she? But I mean, I feel like Manchester are competing a little bit more just now. This is the kind of spell they need. I mean, that bucket from Shea there was such a tough move. Let's see if that can gas them up a little bit more.
Yeah, and I mean, so far this quarter, until these free throws, both teams tied 9 points in the quarter so far. And a much better performance from Manchester that we saw earlier on. Our second free throw is no good, but third is. So we've got a substitution Riders as Johnston comes out and Jasmine Graham comes back in. And Graham hit those 2 big back-to-back threes earlier in the first half. Sanchez to Keltos. Gets it back. Pass is stolen away. Sarson powering down the court for the Riders. Eatsford the Eights gets her hands on it. And that one's knocked away by the Mystics. Riders come up with that one. Ball's just flying about everywhere. It's not too. I think we missed what happened on that one, Adam. But it's Riders' ball. But great hustle from both teams. You know, going after the ball constantly, throwing themselves on the floor. It's tough play from both teams. So inbound for the Riders. Eatsford the Eights. Hands it out. Sarson's there. O'Dwyer drives. Shot's no good. Keltos grabs the rebound, hands it off to Sanchez. Mystics coming back, looking to cut into this lead. Sanchez swings it round. And Keltos is going to get fouled on that possession. As we see Alejandra Escriva-Gay in the game for the first time for the Mystics. Another one of the younger Mystics Academy players.
Yeah, she made a debut last week, and just another tough player. I mean, it's just so great seeing Alejandra in the ball game, and it's always exciting. It's the start of the journey for these guys, isn't it? This is the very beginning for them, and you just sort of I love to watch these young players coming through, because you're sort of wondering, right, who is the next one who's going to be a GB player, for example.
Yeah, definitely. As Kelsos nails both free throws. And Eatsford the Eights passes back. Sarson's 3 is up, and that one's not going to fall. Sanchez grabs it, and she's bumped, so it's going to be a foul call against the Riders.
Shea's hustling now. I like this from Shea Sanchez. She's a real tough player. Obviously, this is the first time we've got to have a look at her, but once again, she's getting herself all over the court.
She seems to me a Vanessa Acra type player.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just. I mean, look at who they've got out there. You got Shea, who's a tough player. You got Nee, who's. I mean, she was all over the place until she sadly got hurt. Vanessa Acra. This is a tough team that they've got. They just need to dig in and start to click a little bit more. But it's the start of the season, you know. There's a lot for Coach Jones to work on.
As free throws don't fall for Shea, Riders come back. 30-point lead for the Riders. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Brown, 6 on the shot clock. Graham inside to Arlen. Graham gets it back and, nice cut inside. Can't finish on the layup. As Sanchez works against Graham. Sanchez powers all the way to the basket and she's going to head back to the line. Really tough play from Shea Sanchez. She's got 9 points, 5 rebounds in today's game. And as Adam said, we didn't get to see her last week. So first game as a Mystic today, and she's definitely impressed so far. As she nails the first free throw. Second one's good as well. So Riders get the ball back. Sarson. And nearly stolen away by Russell, but it's going to be a foul call. But again, Adam, you love to see the hustle from this Mystics team.
Yeah, I mean, it's what's going to start to frustrate Leicester if they could possibly keep doing that. Just keep hustling, keep working on it.
As that was foul number 1 on Russell. Arlen going against Voliotis. Steps inside and, that just won't drop. So unlucky. And I think Voliotis might have just got caught in the face on that one. It's a tough game out there, Adam.
It's very tough, very physical. Now Hughes is over there still getting some treatment. And I'm not sure what happened. I mean, maybe she took a finger to the eye maybe, or an elbow. Was it an elbow she took there? But no, it's a super, super physical game out there.
It really is. We see it week in, week out, don't we? These players are just putting their bodies on the line for this game. As Accra's going to come back in for the Mystics for Voliotis, as she gets seen to. So just under a minute to go in the third. Accra against Arlen, hands it over to Escriva. Russell to Sanchez. Inside to Keltos. 4 seconds to shoot. Russell, 2. Russell's driving inside. She's blocked. And Riders come up with that one. Arlen passes inside. Brown working against Keltos. He's for the 8, kicks it out. 3 is up, and that one's not going to go. Russell grabs it. And it's a bit of a collision on the floor. It's going to be foul will be called on Vanessa Accra. That's going to be her second for the Mystics. Only 13 foul this quarter for the Mystics. So Mystics doing a good job not getting into foul trouble really. This late on in the quarter. As the ball is back with the Riders. And that's going to be a 5-second violation on the inbound. So Mystics force a turnover. And they're going to have a chance for the last shot of the quarter. 21.9 seconds to go. Sanchez against Graham. Keltos has it. Hands it off to Russell. 8 seconds to shoot. Escriva. 5 to shoot. Accra gets it. Passes out and just going to go through the fingertips of Keltos there. So Leicester get one last chance with 2.4 seconds on the clock. Mystics doing a good job putting the work in and just maybe not getting the result they want at the end of the possession. So 2.4 to go. Riders, are we going to see a half-court shot? And no, they're just going to let the time expire. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 52-34 to the Riders. And Oleana Squires with 12 points, leading all scorers so far in today's game. She's got 3 rebounds to go along with that.
And leading the way for the Mystics, we have Shay Sanchez and Leah McDermott, both on 11 points. And Shay adding in 5 rebounds as well, so she's really hustling today. So a tough quarter for the Mystics. But Adam, looking at the score there, so Mystics have outscored Leicester 13-11 that quarter. So whilst there is a large deficit, they've got to be pleased with how they've played there in the third in parts.
Yeah, that's a good quarter for the Mystics, like you say. That's kind of how, this is going to sound obvious, they need to come out like that at the start of the game, okay? Like I said to you last week, they did a similar thing. The third quarter was a good quarter for them. I don't know, it's just a couple of injuries over there. They're certainly getting knocked about by this Leicester team. Super physical game, and, what's the points deficit? It's 18 points at the moment. It's still it's doable. We know that in this game anything is doable. If you're within 20 points going into the fourth, I still believe that you can get back into the game. But with a team that's going to come gunning for them like Leicester, look at them. They're already on the court going, right, come on, let's do this.
So, about to get things underway for the fourth quarter. 52-34 Riders lead. So the Mystics are back in action next weekend. They'll be playing in Nottingham against the Wildcats, and they'll be back in Manchester at the end of the month on the 29th of October, where the Oakland Wolves will travel over here for the next home game. So, about to get the fourth quarter underway. And Scriver for the Mystics. Hands it over to Keltos. She's working against Brown. Keltos, she's doubled, spins, and scoop layup doesn't go. That was a tough shot from Sam Keltos. And you can see the defense that she's drawing, because they know she's going to be a problem. Eatsworth Gates. Kicks it out. Graham, 7 to shoot. Sarson's got it. Swings it over to Eatsworth Yates. And pull-up jumper doesn't go. Vanessa Acker grabs the rebound from Manchester. Sanchez leading the attack. Gets it to Keltos. Keltos against Arlen. Accra. She drives inside. Kicks it out. Shots up. That's no good for Manchester. And rebound for the Riders, but Kirsty Russell really putting the pressure on there full court, making it difficult to get over the line. Arlen pulls up for 3 and nails that one. Ashley Arlen takes the Riders to 55 and gives her 7 points in today's game. Sanchez spins off the glass. That one's not going to go, and she's going to head back to the line. And again, Shay Sanchez doing a fantastic job of getting to the line in today's game. It's going to be her 5th set of free throws. And that foul was called on Beth Sarson, her 2nd for the Riders. As Sanchez knocks down the first. And the second. Brown for the Riders. Eatsworth Yates gets it back. Arlen's there. Eatsworth Yates inside. Brown working against Keltos. Reverse layup, and that's a tough shot. It's not going to go. Arlen can't keep hold of that one, but it will stay with the Riders. As we see a substitution for Leicester. Brown's going to head to the bench as O'Dwyer comes back in. Sarsen. Over to Arlen. She's working against Keltos, and that's going to be a foul call. So end line Riders ball. As Arlen gets hold of that one, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. So there's going to be a second foul on Claire Abbott for the Mystics. Takes them to 2 team fouls. And Riders with another chance on the offense. Squires against Abbott. Squires, tough shot, doesn't get that one to fall. Abbott gets the rebound. Mystics coming back on the attack. Keltos inside to Accra. Accra working off the glass, and that is going to be a foul. Vanessa Accra is going to head to the line. And Vanessa's a player that we've seen, you know, over the last few seasons playing for Manchester, and we've seen her kind of turn into a bit more of an offensive threat than we did see originally.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of added a few strings to her bows, Vanessa. I mean, she's always been a hustler, great defender. I mean, I saw Vanessa hit a 3-pointer last week, I think, for the first time ever. But yeah, she's certainly getting herself into some good positions under the basket now as well. I think she's kind of had to do that as well. So yeah, it's great to see Vanessa just sort of adding these extra little things to her game.
Yeah, absolutely. So 7:37 to go in the third quarter. And Riders with a pretty comfortable lead so far. 55-36. And just a slight delay in the game. I've changed the scoreboard. I think this is a bit of discussion over the score. So 38 for the Mystics with those 2 free throws. As O'Dwyer inbounds. And Squires controlling things for the Riders. Squires having herself a very good game today. As she powers to the basket and lays it in. Oleana Squires with a tough move. McDermott. And Squires again, just hands everywhere, knocks it out of bounds. She's just all over the ball on both sides. As Rose Bryan comes into the game for Leicester for the first time. As Jess Eastford Yates checks out. Keltos hands it over to Abbott. Keltos pulls up for 3 and hits. Squires. Pass inside. Quick spin move and able to get that one to fall. That was a great move inside by the Riders. Accra over to McDermott. And Mystics need to get some points on the board here, as obvious as it might sound today. But Accra manages to save that one in as it's stolen away by who else? Oleana Squires. She's all alone, lays it in for 2. And she has just been doing everything today. Fantastic performance from Oleana so far. Keltos, she's doubled. And it's going to be a foul call on the Riders. Yeah, super impressed with Oleana Squires in today's game, Adam.
Yeah, she's certainly been the difference, hasn't she? She's had herself a great game. Such a tough player. Both ends of the court as well. So we've got a timeout called.
So teams just want to talk things over, and Riders with a 20-point lead so far. And if you're the Mystics, Adam, you know it's a tough ask, isn't it, to come back from 20 down with 6 minutes to go. But there's always a lot of things you can take from situations like this. They're a new team. They're a team that probably haven't played together very much, not had too much practice time. But these are the kind of games where, yeah, you're down, but you can still use that opportunity to learn in a real game situation.
Yeah, I mean, the third quarter they played pretty well, and this quarter as well, they're sort of staying in it. I mean, it's always a tough day when you're down by 20 for so long in the game, but yeah, you just got to keep going. A team against Leicester, I mean, there's teams that may be down 30, 40 points by to this Leicester team. So, Mystics doing a good job in the second half, and it's like we keep saying, there's plenty of season left to go. There's plenty of opportunities to try new things. I mean, we've not seen Nahus in the game this half. She's still over there getting treatment over on the bench. So there's a factor. But I've been really impressed today with Shea Sanchez. I think she's done a great job.
Sam Keltos, definitely.
Yeah, Keltos, definitely. She's done a great job. She's having to sort of pick up a bit for the loss of Nahus as well.
As Abbott drives inside and loses that one, so the Riders force a turnover again from the Mystics. And Johnston works against McDermott. Johnston swings it round. Squires. She's got a lot of space. Hands it over to Arlen, whose three doesn't drop, but offensive board for the Riders, so another chance at 24. Squires working off the screen. She comes up against Keltos, drives to the basket, kicks it out. Shot is up, three's no good, and another offensive board for the Riders, doing a great job on the glass today. As I think Squires faked herself out on that one, and travel call, so ball's back with the Mystics. We see Kirsty Brown come back in for Leicester, as Ashley Ireland's going to head to the bench. Accra swings it around to McDermott. Keltos pulls up from the elbow. Shot doesn't go. Mystics can't keep hold of the rebound as the Riders grab it. Squires drives to the basket and lays it in. What a move from Oleana Squires. So smooth on the drive to the basket. Escriva. Over to Russell. McDermott pulls up for three. That one's not going to go. Brown gets the rebound. And ball's knocked out, but going to stay with Leicester. Oleana Squires had him. Wow.
Yeah, I think she's putting a bid in for the WBBL team of the week here for sure. Outstanding performance from her today. Looks like we've got another timeout called. This time Coach Jones calls it for the Mystics.
Oleana with 16 points, 3 rebounds and 4 steals in today's game. So very, very impressive performance. From her. Mystics struggling from the outside today, only hitting 4 of the 3-point shots compared to 9 for the Riders. But as we've said, that's going to be something that's going to come with practice time. The team needs to gel a little bit, get some games in. It's very early in the season. So we can reveal on the WBBL's review episode 7, their special guest is going to be the one and only Leah McDermott. So Manchester Mystics' very own. So make sure to tune in and check out what she's got to say to Mark on that one when that drops. As teams back on court for the last 4:38 of the fourth quarter. Riders up 63-41. And they've got possession, so a chance to increase this lead. Squires. Little Hezzy. Passes down. Johnston, 5 on the shot clock. Passes it round. Shot is up, and Emma Fee hits the 3 as well. She's getting involved in the action. Takes the Riders to 66. Sanchez. Her 3 doesn't fall. Russell nearly manages to keep that alive, and she does, so it's jump ball, but it's going to go back the way of the Riders. But good hustle from Kirsty Russell on that play. The Squires controlling things for Leicester. Pass inside. Accra and Keltos all over Brown. Johnston, she's doubled. Missy's doing a good job of getting out to the player with the ball, just really doubling them each time. Accra gets the rebound on that one, and a bit of a miscommunication there as it gets knocked out of bounds. But the Riders' defence, super strong, Adam. They're just going straight to the ball each time.
Yeah, they're certainly locking the Mystics down. Even at this point in the game with this kind of a lead, they're just not letting anything through.
Eats for the 8s. Brown. Over to Bryan. 4 on the shot clock. Eats for the 8. Steps back, pulls up for 3, and that one's not going to go, but rebound. Fee. As there's a foul on that play, so ball is with the Mystics. As we got a quick timeout, and just before that last possession, Oleana Squires came out of the game. I mean, I think she's done her work. She probably deserves a rest.
Well, she's put in a shift for sure. I mean, what's interesting, just looking at the scoring, all but 2 players on the Riders team have scored. Whereas for the Mystics, there's only 5 players that have made it onto the board, and one of those players is 1 point. So, one thing. You're sort of wondering where is the scoring going to come from the Mystics. It looks like that Shea's going to be a scorer. Keltos, we know, can score. Knight Hughes can score, but you know you've always got to have those 2 players that are putting in the sort of 50 to 25 points, and then people that are going to contribute you sort of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points as well. So a little bit of food for thought there. A really quiet game for Claire Abbott today. I mean, Claire can score. You know, we saw her last year as part of the Gloucester Queens, and so yeah, quiet game by her stands. But we know Claire can play, so don't worry about that.
As seems back on court, 3:25 to go in the 4th. Sanchez. Eats for the 8s. Keltos inside to Accra. Accra thinks she had more space than she realised. Passes it back out to McDermott. Sanchez gets it back, swings it round. Keltos' shot is up, and it's going to be a long 2 if it goes, which it doesn't. Ball's back into the hands of the Riders. Eats for the 8s. Brown inside, tough pass inside. Kicks it out. Shot is up, and that one's not going to fall. Keltos manages to keep it alive. It's going to be Mystics' ball. McDermott swings it round to Abbott. Keltos from the corner. That one's too strong. So Riders back with the ball. Eats for the 8s, working against McDermott. They're not making things easy as Sanchez steals it away. Keltos is up ahead. And it's going to be a foul on that one. And Shea Sanchez doing an amazing job of drawing the foul. 6th time at the line today. And she's finished them 8 of 10 from the line. She's got 13 points so far to go along with 5 rebounds. As first shot is good. And so is the second. So Beth Sarson for the Riders going against Abbott. Sarson drives, kicks it out. Brown's there, she's going to try a 3 and nails it! Kirsty Brown looked like she was about to follow it then. Don't think she was expecting that one to drop as it did. But takes the Riders to 69-43. They've got a 26-point lead with just under 2 minutes to go. Keltos, her baseline jumper doesn't go. Sarson against Abbott. He's for the 8, swings it round. Brown. She's met by 2 Mystics, kicks it out. Eats for the 8s for 3, and she hits another one. Jess Eats for the 8s has been doing that all day long. And you can't give her any kind of space when she's got the ball outside the 3-point line. Abbott inside to Keltos. McDermott from the shoulder. Doesn't drop. But she follows her own rebound, and it's going to be jump ball, stays with the Mystics. So a tough shooting day from the floor for the Mystics today. 24% against the Riders, 40%. Sometimes it's just not your day when the shots aren't falling. McDermott with the inbound, hands it over to Keltos. Gets it back. Looking around outside, Sanchez inside to Keltos. Keltos turns. Stolen away by Eats for the 8s. Less than a minute to go in the 4th. Eats for the 8s, drives. And Brown comes up with that one. 3's up, that one doesn't fall. Another offensive board for the Riders. They've done a fantastic job today rebounding the ball. 6 seconds to shoot. Sarson. Inside to Brown. Ball's loose, and that's going to be a shot clock violation. So Mystics still not giving up, still putting the pressure on that defense, forcing the 24-second shot clock violation. And that's what you like to see even at the end of the game, Adam, isn't it? You know, you don't want players to give up. You want them to keep working hard, even though they've got a fairly large deficit. So 30 seconds to go. Sanchez for the Mystics. Going against Sarson. Sanchez having trouble against Sarson. McDermott turns, spins, fires and hits that one. Couple more points on the board for Manchester. 10 seconds to go in the game. Eats for the 8s. Leicester don't look like they're going to dribble it out. Going to make something of this last play. Arlen is going to hold on to the ball, and that will do it for the game. 72 Riders, 45 Mystics. And the Leicester Riders behind a big game from Oleana Squires. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists and 4 steals. Followed by 14 points from Jess Eats for the 8s. And she's got 4 rebounds, a couple of assists as well, and 2 steals to go along with. For the Mystics, we have Shea Sanchez with 15 points, 5 rebounds and an assist. Followed by Leah McDermott. She has 13 points and 2 rebounds, 3 assists. So a tough game for the Mystics today. And a couple of injuries that we hope are just a quick short-term thing. We wish everyone well and hope they'll be back playing next game, which will be, as we said, next week against Nottingham. So Manchester travel to Nottingham to face the Wildcats at 6 p.m. next week.
And Leicester will be hosting the London Lions, the undefeated London Lions, in which I'm sure will be a very exciting game. So thank you very much for joining us. We will be back on the 29th of October when the Oakland Wolves head to Manchester against the Mystics. And until then, good evening.